Hi, I'm Thomas, the Accidental DM, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a first look then at the Starfinder Pawn Collection Tech Terrain. Now, I'm not a person that plays Starfinder. I've got the books and I'm interested in learning a little bit more about it, but I got this pawn collection mainly because of the sense, I mean, it really is kind of system neutral and can be used in a lot of different things. That's kind of the real reason why I picked it up. But I think it kind of helps then to provide a lot of the kind of the atmosphere for things. So let's kind of take a look at it. So on the back, it says, bring the fixtures and fittings of the future to your tabletop with this collection of more than 100 terrain pawns for use with a Starfinder role-playing game or any tabletop science fantasy RPG. Printed on sturdy cardstock, each double-sided pawn contains beautiful full-color images of the kinds of terrain and features that you would find in a space station, a pretty futuristic city, or an alien planet. Each pawn lays flat or slots into a size-appropriate plastic base from the Starfinder pawn base assortment, making them easy to mix with traditional metal or plastic miniatures and terrain. With multiple pawns for common objects and furnishings, the Tech Terrain Pawn Collection is the best way to ensure you've got the perfect set dressing for every Starfinder role-playing game encounter. So that's one of the things one of the reasons I wanted, because it has a lot of, has a lot of those common things. And then we have a list then of the various types of pawns that are here. They come in 1x1 as well as 1x2, and then 2x2 size as well. So let's go ahead and kind of pop this open and take a little bit closer look at some of the things that are here. Now, one of the things that's on here is we've got some, looks like some arcane laboratories, baggage car, benches, catwalks, etc. And it's got it listed on what it is on the one side, but then on the other side it has the exact same picture again, but without the labels to it. So, okay. Say conveyor belt, concrete barriers, a desk, a crate, large door, plastic, some alien plants and alien fungus. It's nice that it has some then kind of decor pieces, kind of some of the plant life that's part of it as well. I kind of like that. Body training, robot training dummy, some barrels, some barricades, a shop counter. Okay, with some nice various kind of components and things like that are on there. Emergency raft, that's an interesting one to have on there. Stone doors, steel doors, exposed pipes, exposed wiring, okay, garbage bin. All right, so it's a little bit of everything, it seems, even tree trunks. All right, toilet cubicles. Okay, don't want to forget about those necessary parts of nature. Some statuary that's here as well, some chairs, cafe table, cable line, some blood splatter, because, you know, occasionally you do find those things in adventures as well. Okay, so those are the, looks like all, some 1x2s and some, or 1x1s and 1x2s. So we have some 2x2s here. What do we have here? An airlock door, a crater, some junk pile, double floor, I guess kind of a double floor tile, and a comm unit, and then back to some 1x1s and 1x2s with a wall of fire, a wall of force, computer console, chair for a starship captain. Let's see, satellite dish, power core, nice one, fountain, machinery, some grease, computer console small. What else do we have in here? Some hydrants, ice, lava, ice, machinery small, some fluid, dead aliens, dead bodies, kind of a corrosive haze, fluid spill. Okay. What else do we have? Okay, some alien skeletons, some space suits, trash cans, tree stumps, some various rubble and things like that. Okay, so it's a nice, I mean, it's a nice collection of different things. And I, you know, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that's necessarily missing, but then again, it's one of those things where you never know what you need until you go to look and you can't find it type of thing. But I think that's one of the nice things, just having these sorts of things is, you know, it kind of fills the kind of the space out a little bit, and kind of, as well as it also gives them the ability to kind of spark some ideas for different things. You know, the fact that they add then things like these junk piles. Okay, well, what's in here? You know, and you could roll some random tables to kind of tell you what that is, or that might be something that kind of gets sparked an idea for something that might be in here. Maybe, you know, the diamond in the rough type of thing. So, you know, but let me pull out one of my other little maps and kind of put a couple things on here just to get an idea, kind of a feel for ways some of this might look when it's kind of set up on a game. Okay, and since we are talking about science fiction, let's just pull out my big book of sci-fi battle maps and open one up. Okay, so this is kind of a starship, kind of a starship setting, or even an interior then of a base of some sort. So just kind of looking at some things here, I think one of the things we could probably be able to do is, let's see, there was some captain or some spaceship chairs. Let me grab one of those. yeah, some starship chairs are here because we don't have any that are here. So it'd be nice, be able to maybe kind of sit down, kind of have then the space for the captain, I think, right there. But at the same time, maybe as well, it is going to be kind of a working ship, so we can put a couple of barrels. No, not some barrels, because this looks a little too clean to be kind of a freighter of some sort. But maybe we want to have a couple of other consoles somewhere else. So maybe this is kind of your tactical station type of thing, but then you want to be able to also then have some opportunities for some other stations that might be built up somewhere else on the sides here for various other reasons. And then it might be good as well to have kind of some sort of hatch or entrance down somewhere else. So we might have then, for instance, we might have some sort of grate that's kind of put right here, kind of in the center. What that's for, we don't know, but there it is. But so this just kind of sets up a very kind of plain style. But then we want to kind of give it that mystery that we need. And so the one thing you can just kind of, I think, add to it is, well, why not all of a sudden, in the midst of everything else? And and I think it's something that might not be what you would normally expect in this sort of environment. But there is also then this set of kind of a strange alien plant that is placed right there. What is that? What does it do? What does it mean? Who knows? But again, I think then that gives the opportunity in this kind of strange environment where we go in, we enter in, there's no one here, and yet it looks to be a quite pristine style setting. But then there's this anomaly. There's this something that's out of place. What is it? What does it do? That's what we want to find out. Well, anyway, I think that gives you the idea. It kind of fills in, it kind of gives a little bit more flavor to some of the stories you can do with various maps, but then it can also give you some ideas for potential adventure hooks and whatever. So that's then my first look at the Starfinder Pawn Collection, tech terrain made for the Starfinder game, but as it says itself, it can be used for any sort of sci-fi thing that you want to. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time.